Assalamualaikum and a very good day everyone. Today I would like to explain about the next part for the server-side scripting PHP, which is a part 2 of 3. Okay, whereby inside this chapter we'll be explaining about the control statement, array and also function. Okay, from Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu said that the Messenger of Allah SWT said that do not envy one another and do not inflate prices for one another and do not hate one another and do not turn away from one another and do not undercut one another in trade, but rather be slave of Allah and brothers among yourself. As Muslim is the brother of Muslim, he does not oppress him, nor does he fail him, nor does he lie to him, nor does he hold him in contempt. Taqwa is right here, and it is even enough for a man to hold his brother Muslim in contempt. The whole of Muslim is inviolable for another Muslim, his blood, his property and his honor. Okay, this hadith is talking about that the brotherhood in Islam, whereby we shall take care each other, especially for the Muslim and also for non-Muslim, whereby we should not we should not envy to one another. Okay, this is the hadith is emphasis is all about. So when we talk about envy, but in your mind, the envy can be happen either it is in study or in working or in our daily living. So that's why it is emphasis that for you all not to envy to each other. Okay, we have to implement the fields of rida in everything that you've been doing, and also ikhlas in everything that you'll be doing. Okay, so this is the course outline. Okay, we talk about the flow of control, strings and arrays, and also the functions. Okay, so what is control statement? Control statement consists of set of command that execute if specified condition is true. Okay, specified condition is true, so it will be done. So it can decide to which line of code are evaluated and how many times to evaluate them. So there are two different types of control statement. One is a conditional statement and also loop statement. And the conditional statement are used to make decision about which section of code to evaluate. And they can perform different kind of action or decision based on different conditions. And this is the PHP support statement, whereby it includes the if statement, if else statement, if else statement, and switch statement. So the statement will be done if the statement is true. Okay, for only if. Okay, so the condition here said there are two major parts to if statement. So it will be evaluated either true or false, and the action code should be executed only the condition is true, such as inside this syntax here. So if the condition is satisfied, the statement will be run. Okay, this is open tag, this is the close tag. So if the condition is true, the given statement are executed. So if the expression is false, then the no statement would be executed. So this is another example. We given a variable a equal to 50, so b is variable a minus 10, so the answer should be 50 minus 10. So if a more than b, equal is it should be printed out using the PHP script, so it is bigger than b. So open tag, close tag, and close the PHP script. Right, so if 50 more than b, if a more than b, so it should be bigger than b. So b is 50 minus 10 should be 40, right? So 50 more than 40, so it should be printed out because the condition is true. So here, if you see 50 is bigger than 40, the output, so it should be printed out. 50 is bigger than 40. So we have the if else statement. If else statement here, if you see here, this statement is used to execute some code if the specified condition is true, or another code if the condition is false. So if the condition is true, it will be executing statement 1. So if the condition is false, the statement 2 are executed. Okay, this is the condition whereby there are two conditions, which is condition true and condition false. Okay, if the given variable name equals to Alan, statement 1 display hello Alan. So for condition false, the variable name not equals to Alan, the statement 2 display you are not Alan. Okay, so it is stated here, variable name is given as Alex. So name, if it is equal to Alan, so they will display the hello Alan. But if it is false, okay, so they will go out from the loop here, so they will echo as you are not Alan. Okay, so the output is you are not Alex. Okay, the next condition, if variable num equals to 3, statement 1 display given statement is true. So this is for the true condition, while for the false statement, false condition, variable num not equals to 3, so the given statement is false. So here the variable is given as 3. If num equal to 3, the given statement is true, while for else here, the given statement is false. So this is for if-else statement. If you see here, this is the opening tag about the PHP, and this is the close tag for PHP. This is the open bracket and close bracket for if. For else here, this is open and close bracket. So what is the output? The output should be, for control statement if-else, if-else. This statement is used to select one of several blocks of code to be executed. So the condition is when the condition is true, okay, the statement are executed based on the true condition. So if it's else block is executed, none of the condition is true. That means if it's false, the else block will be executed. So let's say that we check from the syntax here. Okay, so if you see this is the condition, if condition 1 with the open bracket and close bracket. Okay, this is the statement whereby if the condition is true, satisfied, then they will be running the statement. But if it is false, they will go to this statement, else if, to check again the condition. So it is true, they will print out the second statement or executed the second statement. While for the else here, if this both of these the condition is false, they will straight away go to the else to print out or execute the statement 3. So this is the example. There is a 3 condition whereby that they be giving the variable name equals to Madam Chan. So they will check if the name variable satisfied with Madam Chan. So they will display hello Madam. Okay. But just like for the second condition, if the variable name not equals to Jack, they will display hello Jack, because first they will check on this. Okay, if this not satisfied, they will straight over for this. They will check either the condition is equal to Jack. If it is not equal, they will display hello Jack. So for condition 3, name variable not equals to Madam Chan or Jack, they will just display as hello. Okay. So this is the example. They gave the name as Jack, the variable. Okay, then they will check the condition like this. This one equals means belongs to, I mean should be the same with Madam Chan. So they will say hello Madam. Okay, hello Madam. Then for the second one, if this equal to Jack, they will say hello Jack. Then the third one, they will just print out hello. Okay, print out hello. So for this, this one supposed to be they will print out hello Jack based on the variable given. Okay. Switch statement. Okay, actually switch statement is to replace the condition of if else. Okay, rather than you straight away, rather than you write if else statement, but it also can use replace the concept of if else condition into switch statement. Okay, so this statement is to use to perform different action based on different conditions, and this is to avoid long blocks of if else code. Here, as stated, as I said just now, is to replace if else block. Okay, so how it is go? Each case is checked against the condition until a match is found, and the break statement here to indicate end of that case. Okay, end of that case, so the break statement is used. So if nothing matches, a default condition will be used. So this is the syntax. Either just now we are using the if else statement, you can replace it with switch case break, and last one default. If nothing of this is applied, so they will print out the default statement. Okay, this is an example. They give the variable case 1 variable color equals to red, and it will display it is red. Okay, based on this, it is red. So case 2 color equals to blue, they will display as blue. Colors equal to green, so they will display as green. So how it goes, we still declare the variable on the top here, okay, under the PHP tag color red. Okay, we give the variable name as red. Then we give to check the variable switch color here. Then case red equal it is red, because it belongs to red. So in case it is not belong to red, they will check again for the second one. So once they have done on this part, the red goes from here, to here. Okay, if you see, once they have done this, the red goes to here, because we have the break statement. Okay, they were not running any of this. Okay, they were not running any of this, and they will not be executing any of this. So the output will be just straight away show as it is red. Okay, for the control statement of loop. Okay, loops in PHP are used to execute the same block of a code a specified number of times of while a specified condition is true. So conditional statement perform different actions, decision based on different conditions. So they will support for while statement and for each statement. The for loop is execute the same statement for a specified number of times. And first of all, before we run for the for loop statement, we need to initialize the counter to a starting value. Then second one, condition. Thus, if the given condition is true or not. If condition is true, then code given inside the loop will be executed. Otherwise, loop will be end. Then the iteration will take process to increase or decrease your counter. Then the statement will execute it until end of the loop. Okay, so this is the step. This one, first, second, third, and fourth. So this is the syntax. Okay, first we need to initialize, then we give condition, then the iteration take process either to minus or increase or decrease. Okay, increase will be minus or plus. For decrease, minus is for decrease and plus for increase. Then they will execute the statement. So this is the example. how that we can do the control statement for loop. First, we give the variable name, variable a as equal to 0. Then we give the condition, inside the bracket of for loop, we give to initialize the counter I equal to 0, I shall be less than 3, then I plus plus, mean I plus plus belongs to I plus 1. Okay, so if you go to the statement of after they run this initialization process and the condition process, first we have already declared a equal to 0. Okay, 0 plus 2. Okay, so then they will run again. First they will have the result as 2. Then second one, they will run 2 plus 1 would be 3. Right, 3 plus 2 would be 5. Okay, the value of value of a, first we go to 2, then a equals to 3. So once they run the process again, 3 plus 2 would be 5. A equals to 5. Then they will run again the process. Okay, run again the process until the value of I here same as 3. Okay, same as 3. So they will stop the process of here, the iteration process. So a will be equals to 6, 5 plus 1 equals to 6, whereby if the first step I equals to 0 and a equals to 2, right? Then when I equals to 1, 2 plus 1 would be a equals to 3. Then when I equals to 2, they run again, 3 plus 2, a equals to 5. Then when I equals to 3, a shall be the 6. Okay, so once they have done until I cannot be more than, it should be less than 3, right? So once they have done this process, a shall be equal to 6. They will just print out, then go out of the loop here to print out the value of a. Okay, this is the process of control statement for loop in PHP. Okay, this is the explanation just now. The purpose of while loop is to execute a statement or code block repeatedly as long as expression is true. When expression becomes false, the loop will be exited. And there are two conditions to a while loop, which is condition for true, and it will be running the process, they will execute the process, and if it is false, they will stop when it is no longer true. So they say here, conditional statement which must be true for the while loop code to be executed. Statement code will be within the block will be executed if the condition is true. So as long it is true, the statement will be executed. But if it is false, they will go out from the loop. This is for control statement on for loop. Okay, and same goes with the while condition. Yeah, while condition also the same. Okay, first they will check again the condition and they will print out the statement. So unless the condition is no longer satisfied, they will go out from the loop. So this is an example of while statement. Okay, first we given the values of I equal to 1. So they will check here, while the condition I shall be less than 5, shall be less or equal to 5. The number is how much? 1. Then they plus I plus 1. First, I equals to 1. Then I will be 1 plus 1 will be equals to 2. Then I 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So they will print out, right? 1, 2, 3 until I reach the 5, right? 3, plus 1 would be 4. Then I4 plus 1 will be 5. Okay, so they will print out 4 and 5. So they will say, check again here. If I shall be less or equal to 5, they will print out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once it is the same, they will print out. But once it is false, okay, no longer satisfied the condition, they will go out from the loop. So the output is the number is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. They said here to keep the script from being executed when the page loads, code can be placed into a function. Okay, a function is a piece of code which takes one or more input in the form of parameter and does some processing and returns a value. Okay. This allows to only to write the code once and save a lot of time and space. PHP offers several functions for different purposes. So it is by right that PHP, once you have already created the function, you may use it in other kind of programs. Yeah, other kind of programs within the PHP programs itself, because it actually helps you to save a lot of time and also the space because you have already come up with the function. So this is the syntax on how that you can write the function. So this is the function which will only be executed by a call to the function. A function can be called from anywhere within a page, and a function name should start with keyword function, and all the PHP code should be put inside the curly braces. Okay, curly braces, the open and close curly braces. This is an example of the syntax. Okay, this is how that you may write the function. Okay, first you have to write the function name. Okay, then this is how if you want to execute the statement. Echo Alex James, echo my name is. Okay, my name is, as you see here, the output here, my name is Alex James. Then you call back the right name, okay, from the function to execute the process. How we can add the function parameter. To add more functionality to a function, parameters are used. A parameter is just like a variable, and parameters are specified after the function name inside the parentheses. Okay, inside the parentheses. So this is the syntax: function, the function name, and the parameter, and the statement that will be executed. Okay, example: function right name and the variable name or the parameter. Echo fname Jones. My name is. So when you call back the function, they will send the argument right name David. So see the output to show fname for the parameter here showed as the David. Okay. So when they give out the statement, my name is David Jones. Okay, based as on you see here, function right name fname, so echo fname Jones. Okay, so echo my name is out from the statement, right name David. So they will print out my name is David Jones. Okay. Another one, to add the parameter, add function parameter. Okay, they give here function, add function num1 and num2. Sum equals to num1 plus num2 equals sum of the numbers as sum. So when they call back the function, they send the argument add function 10 and 20. Based on this 10 and 20, so the answer would be sum of the numbers, the answer will be 30. Okay, based on the addition of the parameter. is for returning values, function return values. They will stop or return x here, the variable x, to stop the execution of the function and send the value of x back to the calling code. Okay, this is the syntax how you can write the return values. First, you have to declare the function as usual, the parameter, and the statement to be executed, and return x to stop the function process from the calling code. Passing arguments by reference. Okay, it is possible to pass arguments to function by reference. This means that a reference to the variable is manipulated by the function rather than a copy of the variable value. So any changes made to an argument in this case will change the value of the original variable. So passing argument by reference can be done by using the ampersand, the variable name in either the function call or function definition. So what is ampersand? Ampersand is like this. Okay, the n value. So it is known as ampersand. So this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax. How it is written. So you have already declared the parameter. So there is a reference. How that you refer to as a reference, you put the ampersand. Okay, so in this example of adding function parameter, first we have declared num1 as 10, num2 as 5. So you want to print out, you will be executing original num1 as num1 as 10, original num2 as 5. Okay, so the creating function, you want to add the function, okay, with num1 and num2 belongs to the variable ampersand reference. Then you stated the syntax as num1 plus 1 means that 10 plus 1. Okay, 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1. So 5 plus 2. Okay, so when they have to call back the adding function, num1 and num2, adapted num1 as num1 equals to 11 and adapted num2 as 2 as 7. Okay, 5 plus 2 equal to 7. So talking about arrays, inside the PHP, we can also, okay, we already learned about the function, calling back function, the adding parameter, okay, how that you can do the calculation using the PHP function. Inside the arrays, inside the PHP also, they are allowed to use as array. Okay, array are special variables which can hold more than one value, each stored in its own number space in the array. In PHP, the array function is used to create an array. There are three types of array, which is index array, associative arrays, and multi-dimensional arrays. For index arrays, known as arrays with numeric index, while for associative arrays, which is arrays with string as index, and for the multi-dimensional arrays, arrays containing one or more arrays. So there are two ways that creating the index arrays, which is one, you can assign automatically, always start with 0. Okay, just declare the variable, then you write down array, then you just declare like this. Or another one is like this. Okay, printing an index array. Index array are referred using the index number. So let's say you have already declared the array of cars. You have Volvo, BMW, and Toyota. So if you want to print out, you execute the statement of echo I like cars 0. So cars 0, this one belong to 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so when they print out cars 0, so they read out the Volvo. Cars 1 will read out BMW, and cars 2 will be read out the Toyota. So echo is for break here, BR. The second element is cars 2. Cars 2 is cars number 2, which is referred to Toyota. So the output is I like Volvo, BMW, and Toyota. The second element is Toyota. Okay, if you see here, as we have names, variable names array with the parameter John, David, and Alex. Okay, so for the variable x equal to 0, so they will run the process until x shall be less, as long the x is less than 3. So start with 0 plus 1 will be 1. And value of John, then 2 plus 1, right? So 1 would be 2 as David, then 3 would be Alex. Okay, as we have the output, name 1 equal to John, name number 1 equal to John, name 2 is David, and name 3 is Alex. Okay, as they will still take the value of 2 here, 2 plus 1, name 3 for the name number, but this value will be taking the value of 2 here to represent the Alex name for the parameter. For the associative array, index the contact element by string. The array are created using the equal and more than, like key, more, equal to, more than value. There are two ways to create associative array. One is on index can be assigned automatically. Index always start at 0, or the index can be assigned individually, like this. Okay, by individually. Printed associative array, index arrays are referred using the key. Okay, age array, Peter equals to more than 35, or Ben and Ben equals to 37, Joe equals to 43, equal Peter is the age of Peter, is 35 years old, equal Ben, well, age of Ben, 7 years old. So we have the output like this for associative array. For each loop, within array also we can print out the control statement for each loop output. Here, for each loop is used to loop through arrays. For each loop iteration, the index of the current array element is assigned to the $sign key. For each loop iteration, the value of the current element is assigned to value. So this is how that we assign the for each loop, okay, key and value. Okay, this is how that we have the associative array and loops. Okay, each for the variable with array includes the values of Peter and Ben and Joe. So for each as the key here and value equal key to take the value of key and value to take the value of value. So there will, this is for break. So let's see the output. Key Peter value 35, key Ben value 37. So they will have to go line by line, okay, based on the key and the value. In multi-dimensional arrays, okay, in multi-dimensional array, each element in the main array can also be an array, and each element in the subarray can be an array, and so on. And values in the multi-dimensional array are accessed using the multiple index. So this is a multi-dimensional array. If you see here, there's a table whereby they include the name, stock, and sold, and the values inside. Multi-dimensional because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 3 columns, right? Name, stock, and sold is considered as a column, so that's why they mention it as a multi-dimensional array. So this is how that it presents cars array. Okay, the name of array Volvo with the value stock and sold, array for BMW, array for Saab, and array for Land Rover. So this is how we can read for multi-dimensional array equal car 0, 0, because they have to refer to which column and which row. Okay, row 0 and column 0, row 1 and column 0, row 2 and column 0, and row 3 and column 0. Same goes with other rows and columns in order for you to print out in PHP. Print out the values in PHP. So this is the results based on the multi-dimensional array just now. So if you want to accessing the array through element also, using the for loop also can, but you have to assure that when you write, the syntax should be written as accordingly for the for loop. This is the results. Okay, for UL and LR here is for the bullet list. Okay, unordered list and the list in order. Okay,